It's a long time since I've done one of these videos, but yeah, if you notice, we're looking at a 4100 Classic. So what we're going to do today is we're going to burn a chip and put it into there and do a little programming change. And we're using this old time thing here called a Promac. I'm going to fire it up. And we have the old 4100 Classic program running, and we've made our program change. And I think if I can remember correctly, we hit let's see, device blank set, and it's checking this chip right here and making sure this chip is blank. I think we have a good blank chip in here ready to go. Yep, it says passed with this. This is a, we're going to try. We're going to try our best. If not, then the only thing there's going to be is an upgrade. So it's looking to me like, and I've got to remember this really good. Let's grab a flashlight real quick. Just make sure I got the right one here. As I can see, I know that's the memory chip. That's an additional RAM. This is our exec chip right there. It's sitting at, looks like 60501. Yes, okay. So this is our current chip that we're going to replace. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. Let's now typically, the way you're supposed to do this is power the system down. But these are difficult systems to power down, and I'm not really in the mood to do all that. And we've done this many a times back in the day. So, and kids, don't try this at home. But here we go. Here's our new chip. Okay, as you can see, we got the little notch here on that one side. And we're going to take our screwdriver, and here we go. Oh, panel didn't like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and insert our new chip. Push our warm start button. See if we can get it to come back. We may still have an issue. Yes, we still have an issue. I don't think she's going to come back on this chip. It did on that chip. Let's try this again. One more time. One more time. All the pins are good. Everything's straight. She seems to be in there correctly. And she's not going to take. We're going to go ahead and put the old chip back in. That's our advantage here. Because if it don't work, and yeah, of course today is Friday. We can always put the old chip in and get this panel back to normal. And we're going to have to, well, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and see if we can't get this thing to work, or get another chip or something. So we will return one more time again. We got on the phone with service support. We got the computer out, as you can see, and the Promac out, and we got on the phone with service support and hooked up one of the older, experienced support specialists that helped me out very much, and he was able to get me to a place on my computer where they made a fix for the serial port, and we activated that and then rebooted the computer, and then we tried it again, and the numbers went on by, and as you can see, everything says right here, it says pass. My chip seems to be good. I put a piece of electrical tape on here to keep the information from leaking out the window. So we're gonna give this another shot. I have a little bit more faith this time that this is probably gonna work. So here we go again. Whee! Keep your fingers crossed. Keep them crossed. All right, come on. Come on, man. Yeah! Yeah, this is going to be a miracle if we can get this old stuff to work like this, because this, you know, the next choice is an upgrade. There's not many of us that do this anymore, but we got the system started up in progress, and it looks like we're going to be in business. This is making my day, because this has been a pain in the butt the last couple of days trying to jump through hoops to get this right. Let's see what happens here. Look at that. Yep. Come on. Okay. One trouble. Time and date. And menu, enter. F1. 333. Enter, clear. Next, enter. Function. Yeah, okay. You want me to do that again for you? Okay, and it looks like the time is 11:58. Here we go again. 11:58. Today's the 20th. It's a Friday before a holiday weekend. Well, we got some people have to work next week, a couple days, but I got a little vacation time I need to use up, so it's a Friday before a holiday week. 20, and you hit that 20 times. Hit that enter, and the trouble goes away, and all the beeping stops. Now, the change we made was zone 28. So I'm going to hit zone 28. Okay, and we made that into a high-low air zone supervisory monitor, so they could hook that high-low air, and it is. Now that we have this whole thing figured out, we got in contact with service support, and they showed me the little secret, I guess you would say, on how to get the computer to communicate properly with the Promac, which seemed to be the problem we were having previously. So now that we had that figured out, we had this whole process down, so let's go over it now that I know what I'm talking about and know what I'm doing. All right, number one, we want to make a program change on a classic 4100. So we are going to go to our start menu, and we are going to open up a 605 programmer. We're going to look for our job, which is right here. Capital Office Part number 6, which is the one we're working on today. Okay, and we are going to add in zone 28, we would say high-low air pressure. This is what we're adding today. As you can see, I've already put that in there ahead of time. So I'm just going to just make a little change there. Remove the Z, put it back in. That way the programmer thinks that I've made a change. And then I'm going to hit F10. That's going to save it and get me a screen all in one shot. Okay, now hit escape. Escape. Now I'm going to go down here to Job Builder and build my job. That's all we really have to do. It was a supervisory point. It's automatically going to pick the trouble contact. And we don't need to program anything further. They have an annunciator, but they do not have a high-low air light on the annunciator, and they're not worried about it, so either am I. This is what they want. Okay, now job build is complete. So I'm going to escape, and we're going to hit U, E, and we have no further need to be in this programmer. We've created a Motorola file, which is in the system, and that's what we're going to work with at this point. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go into Windows Explorer, and this is the little secret that server support filled me in on that I didn't know about. We're going to the C drive, and we're looking for a folder in the C drive, and this folder is called Install and Tools. All right, in that folder there's another folder called Legacy Extender. In that folder there's 3 files. Serial off. Okay, we want to select the middle one, serial off, which is a VBS script file, and we'll just double click on that, and a window pops up. It says the fix has been applied, please restart to complete. Okay, so now that's what we'll do. We'll close out of there, and we will restart the computer. Okay, while that is rebooting, we'll go over here and we'll start with our instructions here. It says Promac. Insert chip into the Promac. Okay, this is my chip eraser. Okay, and I have some chips in here. And the way they erase it is they use ultraviolet light. There's a little window, shoots out ultraviolet light into the window of the IC chip. If I kind of take my fingernail and stick it in here, we can simulate that, but you usually close the door and a little notch activates the light. But here I can activate this for a second. You can see the blue light. We don't want to do that too long because, like I said, that's ultraviolet light, so that's not good for my eyes. Okay, so now we have a chip that's been in what I call my oven. We're cooking chips. Back in the day we had 3 or 4 going because we were on the job site just constantly making changes and burning chips all day long for the contractor. Alright, power on Promac. While that's coming up, let's go ahead and log on to this. If you picked up on that password, don't worry, I'm changing it today. Okay. It says press round type. It says highlight marker. Oh, marker's already highlighted, so that's good. I guess we can use our up and down arrow keys for different selections. But it's already at marker, so we'll hit set. Okay, now we're looking for a chip marker TI or SGS Thompson. We already have SGS Thompson, so we're going to press set. Okay, and now if it's a SGS Thompson, we're looking for the M27C 1001. There it is. 27C 1001. Press set. Okay. Now it says press device blank set. Device blank set. Okay, so this is just checking the chip right now to verify that it is a blank chip. Okay, the chip passed. Okay, now it says press edit 5 set. Edit 5 set. Now it says to go to the programmer. And it looks like we're all rebooted up. Let's just X out of this stuff for the time being. We'll get to that later. Alright. Okay, at the programmer, at a C prompt. Oh, wait a minute. We need a C prompt. So let's go to our start menu and type in the search bar CMD. Hit enter. That gives me a little DOS window there. Okay. At the C prompt, we want to type in mode COM1 9600N, 8, 1. Let's do that. Double check it. COM1, mode COM1 9600 N, 8, 1. Okay. Press return. Enter. Okay, that is establishing the path between my 9-pin connector out into my null modem into my Promac. Okay. Now, we want to go to back to the C prompt, and we want to type in copy C, quote, backslash 4100 jobs. That's my folder where my Motorola file is for the job we just created. And we want to type in 9005 145B. 145B dot MOT. So that's my Motorola file. Okay, and then we want to tell it to go to COM1. And it says do not press enter at this point. Okay. Now back to the Promac. It says type function 6 set. Function 6 set. And it looks like it's waiting for some information. Now at the programmer, hit enter, and there goes the numbers. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're taking that Motorola file and we're loading it into the Promac right now. We're putting it into the memory of the Promac. So the numbers are going to go by on that for a few minutes. If I look over here at my window, I can see the dash here. Once that's finished loading, that will change and I will get my C prompt back, where I'll have an opportunity to type more commands. There. Okay, still loading up. This is probably take a minute or so. In the meantime, we have our chips in our oven cooking away, getting them all ready for another download. Hopefully not, but I'll have clean chips for the next job I go on. So I liked watching these numbers. It's in a type of I guess it was a hexadecimal format, because it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, and then it starts over again. So we're at A, and it will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, and start over. So it kind of gives me an idea of how much longer we got to go, because we're on B here. Unless it wants to go another space. But it shouldn't really be that long. Okay, it passed. Alright, now it says, let's read through the things here so we get this right. You will see letters and numbers passing by on the Promac. That's what we just did. The Promac is currently downloading information from the programmer. The Promac will beep when finished and display pass, which it did. Yes. Okay, now it says press round type. Highlight auto. Then press set. Now it says press device BPV. Device BPV, and we want to highlight norm, which is already highlighted, and then it says press set. Okay. The Promac is now doing a blank program burn on the chip. It is taking the downloaded Motorola file and putting it onto the chip. When this is completed, the Promac will beep and you will have your chip. So once again, we're going through our same numbers again, same sequence, and we are putting the data onto the chip. Now at this point, while I'm waiting for this, normally I do not have this in front of me here, we will get a label. We will make a label, put the file number on the label, and put the label over top of this chip here and cover this window up, because we don't want the light to get into that window and possibly corrupt the information in the chip. Usually if we don't have anything, a piece of electrical tape will do for the time being. But yeah, we would write the file number, and we would write the date that we programmed the chip on there. And they also wanted us to put the checksum on there, which is 1D005. We're verifying now. We're verifying our chip. Looks like. Make sure everything's okay. And it has passed. Okay, so here we go. We have a chip. We can take this and we can go plug it into the 4100 panel, and our program change has been made. I hope this was interesting for the people who are watching. I hope this helps any of our technicians to get through this. Once again, if any of our technicians, need assistance, feel free to leave a comment below. You know, I can definitely help you out if you don't have a Promac and you have a 4100 Classic that needs a program change. You can make your program change, save it on your program, definitely send it to me, and I can burn a chip and mail it to you, provided that I get an SR number from you. We might be able to work something out like that. But once again, leave a comments below, and we'll continue to check. So that's it for now. Everybody have a good day.